Hey guys, let's understand inventory synchronization that happens in retail world. So to begin with, let's start with why inventory sync is important. Before that, we'll understand the three systems that are involved in the order management and fulfillment. So we have the front end system. It's a website where customer places the order. For example, www.amazon.com, where customer places the order. He chooses the item first. So when the customer chooses the item, then whether inventory is present or not will be checked in inventory management system. And so inventory is maintained in this system. Then once the order is released to the warehouse will be fulfilling that item. So inventory has to be maintained in this system as well, the warehouse inventory. Now let's consider scenario 1 where let's say item A is having 10 quantity in the front end, and in inventory management system as well that item A is having 10 quantity. But if inventory is not in sync, and let's say the item A is having 0 quantity in warehouse management system. Now what happens? Customer places the order because it is available in the front end. So customer places the order. But once the order is released to the warehouse operator sees that item is not present physically and he will be cancelling that order. So once the order is cancelled, let's say this is the only warehouse available, then email will be sent to customer that his order is cancelled. So this is a bad customer experience. This is one of the reason why it is very important that inventory should be in sync. That means all the quantities in all the systems, the quantities for each of the items should be matching in all the systems that is fulfilling the order. Another scenario wherein there is a loss of sale. Why? Say item B is having inventory in the warehouse, but it is zero in inventory management system. It is zero quantity in the front end. So what happens in this case? Item is not available in the front end. Even though the customer wishes to buy it, it is not available. So he may go to some other website and purchase his item. So it's a loss of sale for this particular retail. So this is the second scenario why it is important to have inventory synchronization. So you would have understood what is inventory sync in this case. So that means all the systems which maintains the inventory should be in sync, without which we can either have bad customer experience or loss of sale. So basically, when inventory is in sync, all the items in each of the systems that is fulfilling the order that is involved in capturing the order, processing the order, everywhere the items are having same quantity. So let's discuss if IBM Sterling is used as inventory management system, then how the inventory in the inventory management system will be maintained in sync with the inventory in the warehouse management system. So Sterling, we can either use a separate instance for inventory management system, or the inventory can be maintained within the order management system. Okay, so let's discuss about how in Sterling we maintain the inventory in sync with the warehouse management system. So the APIs that are involved in inventory sync between IMS, that is inventory management system, and WMS, warehouse management system. So the APIs are load inventory mismatch, and sync loaded inventory. And the tables in Sterling which are involved in the carrying the inventory information and also involved in this inventory sync process is YFS inventory supply temp, YFS inventory supply, YFS inventory supply audit. So this is how the load inventory mismatch API will work, wherein the WMS will drop the file, XML file, into some folder location, and this file will contain the inventory information of WMS, and this file will be picked up by the OMS, and this API, load inventory mismatch API, it will get the inventory information from this file and it will insert that information in YFS inventory supply temp table. Once load inventory mismatch API is inserting the records in YFS inventory supply temp table, after that sync loaded inventory API will compare the records in YFS inventory supply temp table with the records in YFS inventory supply table. If there is any difference between these two tables, then only sync loaded inventory API will update. Okay, otherwise it will not update. So let's say item A is having 10 quantity here, and item A is having 20 here. So sync loaded inventory API, when it runs, it will make this as 10. In case A is having 10 quantity in supply temp table as well as in inventory supply table, then the sync loaded inventory is not going to update anything. Okay. All the inventory audit information will be stored in YFS inventory audit table. So in case there is any changes in YFS inventory supply table, whether it is increase or decrease of inventory for an item, that will be updated in YFS inventory audit. If there is no change for an item in YFS inventory supply, then there won't be any audit information. Thank you.